Day 640 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 896, monotonic array. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. An array is monotonic if it is either monotone increasing or monotone decreasing. An array nums is monotone increasing if for all I is less than or equal to j and nums of I is less than or equal to nums of j. An array nums is monotone decreasing if for all I minus equal to j, nums of I is greater than or equal to nums of j. Given an integer array nums, return true if the given array is monotonic or false otherwise. Alright, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples anyway, just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So, in example 1, our input nums equals an array of integers 1, 2, 2, and 3. The output is true. Output is true because, as you can see, this array is already sorted. So monotonic just means it's sorted increasing or sorted decreasing, right? And this array is already sorted, it's increasing, which means it's monotonic, right? So I is less than or equal to j, meaning index 0 is less than index 1, and then nums of I is less than or equal to j means the value of index 0 is less than or equal to the value of index 2, and so on through the whole array. So as you can see, this array is sorted in increasing order, so it matches this requirement right here, so the output is true. Similarly, in example 2, our input nums equals an array of integers 6, 5, 4, 4. This time the output is still true because this time it is monotone decreasing, right? So this time nums of I is greater than or equal to nums of j. I is still less than or equal to j, right? But all of these numbers are decreasing. 5 is less than 6, 4 is less than 5, 4 is equal to 4, so that counts, right? It says less than or equal to. In this case, the 4s are equal. Sorry, y'all, the 4s are equal or the 2s are equal, so that falls into that greater than or equal to or less than or equal to scenario. So either way, the output's still true. Now let's take a look at example 3 where the output is false. In example 3, the input nums equals an array of integers 1, 3, and 2. As you can see, this array is not sorted, right? Because yes, it's sorted right here. It goes from 1 to 3, but then from right here it goes 3 to 2, right? We need this whole array to be sorted in either decreasing or increasing order. This array is not, so we return false, y'all. Boom. So now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution, right? So the solution is not that difficult at all. Now, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to track whether the array can be monotonic increasing, right? So to track that, we're just going to declare a variable called inc, short for increasing. We can set that equal to true to start. Boom. Then we need to do the same thing for decreasing and track whether the array can still be monotonic decreasing. So we declare a variable called DEC for decreasing, and we'll set that equal to true to start as well. Boom. Now we need to start from index 1 and compare each element with the previous one. So we'll say for I in 1 dot dot less than nums dot count. Boom. We're going to open up the brackets, and if any adjacent pair violates increasing order, mark inc as false. Boom. So, or excuse me, not inc, but inc. So we're going to say inc equals inc and nums square bracket, nums square bracket I minus 1 is less than or equal to nums square bracket I. Boom. Then we need to see if any adjacent pair violates decreasing order and mark as false, right? Like we just did for increasing. So we need to see or mark DEC as false if it is. So we can say DEC equals DEC and two and signs nums square bracket I minus 1. Boom, come outside it. Or put the S right here. Hold on. Come outside of that, put a less than or equal to nums square bracket I. Boom. Now the array is monotonic if it is either monotonic increasing or monotonic decreasing. So we could just come right here underneath this for loop and we could say return return INC or two vertical lines DEC. Boom, y'all, that's all she wrote. Let's give it a run. Make sure it runs properly before we submit it, as we always do. Wrong answer. Okay, so we got the wrong answer. That means that somewhere along the lines, the math ain't mathing, and it's right here. The decreasing should be greater than or equal to, not less than. So let's give that a run again and try that again. See if this does it. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. Let's see, and look at that, y'all. 4 milliseconds speech, 37.14% of users. Not bad. We can definitely get those numbers up, but we will get those numbers up as we continue down our LeetCode journey. Right now, we just want to be able to solve the problem that is presented to us, and I think this is a good, easy, and simple solution to understand that we can all learn from. So that's why I chose it. Now, with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.